Alrighty, and we are back for another episode. Now we are gonna go free our buddy from Onion Bro. I realize we've got two people to free probably this episode. But we're gonna free Onion Bro first. If you're lucky, these things drop their weapons for you. That Gargoyle Flame Hammer requires a good bit of strength, but it is a solid weapon for a Pyromancer. Okay. Do not just chase. There is a hole. You will fall. You will regret it. If you want to kill that thing, approach it from this side. And then go this way. I was gonna say, yeah, at the top of these stairs here, had we kept going this way, another hole. Game's just full of them. So, on top up there, you can see kind of a figure. We didn't gain another level. Anyway, he wields a Gargoyle Flame Hammer, magic, and generally wants to give us a bad time. Ooh. Okay. So it's a good thing we just picked these up. Yeah. Toxic is just poison on steroids. Okay, if you want to, you can go in here. This thing's kind of a pain. It's like a baby with a hand for a head. We get the Court Sorcerer set. Yeah, there is a finite number of these undead hunter charms in the game. There is no reason other than this item here, which is literally trash, to come down here. There's no hidden wall, there's nothing, literally no good reason to do it. So, yeah. Uh-huh. about to ask, where did he go? He is way more trouble than he's worth. Alright, first we're gonna go this way. And that key we picked up that unleashed the basilisks on us in the last episode is what we used to save him.
You are a saint. Once again, you are my valiant savior. I, Siegfried of Catarina, express my take this. A token of my... no, please. I've and a duty to fulfill. No, and...
Okay. Make sure you exhaust his dialogue. Now, when we battle Yorm the Giant, he will step in to help us. Which, Yorm is not a hard fight. It is this game's gimmick fight. So in this room, there are 2 invisible jailers. Yeah, I didn't discover that until I came explored here and picked this up for the first time and suddenly was being attacked from behind by them. Okay. So now, we're gonna do this. Because we want to go free our friend Carla. First. We're just gonna sell off some stuff that we never plan on using.
Ashen one.
Well, speak then Tuphaken.
We can get a couple levels here. We're gonna throw them both into that for now.
Farewell, Ashen one.
Let's make sure we don't have anything else we could possibly need. Okay. So now we're gonna go. We should have gotten to the other one. That's okay. Here we go. Might be a little bit longer of a walk, but it is slightly easier to approach from the other side, or from this side. Oh, this is actually the shorter walk too, thinking about it. And I'm hoping the tome we have is the right one. It could be. Okay. So yeah, we've got this pickle again. And no matter what way we go, we were going to have to deal with these things again, so it's okay. That was close. That would have definitely killed us in this moment. Crap. Didn't want all three of you. Well, not my finest moment. Alright, let's do this one more time. Actually, I want to look at... Is it in here? No. I hope it's this one. It might be a character from the first game's Pyromancy Tome. I'm hoping it's not. But so to avoid that happening again, we're gonna fight this thing. These spear ones I find just slightly more annoying than the flame hammer ones. But in all, it's really not a tough fight. It just, you don't want to do it on a bridge. Alright, so what we're going to do this time, instead of fighting them all, we're going to wait for a gap, and then we're going to walk over there, free Carla, homeward bone out. Pretty sure that gap is coming right now. Yep.
Oh, I thought you'd good to know that a... Oh, accept my apology. So, this is a land of monsters. You're here to say that I'm guilty. Is that something? Oh, really? You're very well. I am Carla.
And then she goes to Firelink. If you wait too long to come back for her, she will die, and you'll miss out on her.
As of now, although that would... You're a wicked one, but very well. Some may avert their eye. Be careful, let it... Oh, what on earth? I wouldn't go near a divine tome.
Yeah.
And casteism, so don't...
I couldn't remember if she allowed that or not.
Very well, I will unravel. Besides...
Okay. We also need 20 in our faith, but that's okay. That's not going to be too hard to get because we're already at 17 and we have a Lord of Cinder that we are about to go tango with. So it'll be super easy to get those last 3 levels, and then we are golden for that spell. Or that pyromancy. So now we'll go this way. And you see that gargoyle on the bridge. Huh. Never realized you could probably survive that for half. Yeah, you also got people shooting fire at you from down there. So these white jailers don't do the health effect drain. But they do use fire. There's a gargoyle that just dropped behind us. But we're on a mission here. So anybody familiar with Demon Souls will be familiar with the gimmick weapon that we've got to use.
Yhorm, old friend. I, Siegfried of the Knights of Catarina, have come to uphold my promise. On this Lord of Cinder.
So, basically how this fight would roll out without Onion Bro. So you run in. Grab this. Run around frantically while we try to equip it. Have to use its weapon art to bring him down. And Onion Bro basically just provides a distraction. It does use all of our stamina to use its weapon art. Stamina is about the only reason you should ever really take damage in this fight, even if you're doing it alone. It's not a challenging fight. Lord of Cinder fallen.
It seems, my thanks. I could have not. Now, to your valor. Long may the sun shine.
You want to make sure to exhaust his dialogue.
Well, the only thing to do then. You are a true friend. Best of luck. Well, the only... You are...
Now, it didn't work the way that I thought it was supposed to the last time I came here. So we're going to try a different method of what I believe is supposed to happen. Slightly better. Yeah, that is the end of Onion Bro's quest. He dies, he drops his Storm Ruler, his pierced shield, and his armor. It's kind of a bittersweet thing because he fulfilled his purpose, which allowed him to pass on, but he was a good character. Definitely one of my favorites. With Yorm's soul, you can either get his machete, which is a great axe, or a shield that weighs 20.5 pounds. It is a massive shield.
Now.
But that's not what we're doing.
Ashen 1.
Welcome. Very well, then take nourishment from thee.
And boom.
Farewell, Ashen.
Now we have the faith to use that other fire spell we got. It does consume more FP, which is why we were upping our attunement like crazy. Now, we go back to here. We finish Henri's quest. And secure our ending. Just a heads up, this area that we are in is infamous for invasions. And since we are embered, our odds of invasion go up significantly. So the first thing we're going to do is actually unlock a sort of shortcut. Actually, we're going to go over here first while I think about it. That protects us against dark. Yeah, the range on their fire attacks is insane. Why it's not like that on ours, I'll never know. what that guy just did was the Infinite Force miracle that Onion Bro had given us. That's what it looked like, if you were curious. Alrighty. Here's the shortcut I was talking about. I mean, it's not a massive shortcut, but it is kind of a shortcut. There is a mimic somewhere up here. I don't remember if it's this way or if we have to go around to the other side. Okay, it's on the other side. Over here to grab an item that we saw coming up the other way. If I'd realized it was that, I would have just said it was that and ignored it. Not what I meant to do. So, anybody familiar with the first game ought to recognize this area. Oh yeah, that's what it looks like when those guys get stunned. Why are you locked onto that one? You want to deal with these guys sort of quickly, or as quick as possible, because we're about to have new friends. That is the fastest I have ever killed those guys. Two of these giants down here are alive if you really want to tango with them. I think they drop large Titanite. Weirdly enough, they're actually a little more of a challenge than the tall ones. Oh, regular Titanite. This guy. Cool. Not overly strong, but a decent amount of souls. Okay. Next, we are going to go into what I would consider... I'm just making sure, because that glow made it seem like there was an item back there, and I can't remember all the time. We're going to go to an area... that has probably the what I would consider worst gimmicky kind of stuff to it. We are going to drop this one because we do need all the resistance we can get. Oh, I realized. Okay, so normally how this works is there are two of these creatures down here. But if you're smart, you'll only be dumb enough to aggro one at a time. Up. That attack, you either want to back up or you want to get under it. Ooh, come on. If you kill one of them, it does not respawn, so good. Oh, and we get the stun. Perfect. As well throw this back on. Yeah, what the game expects you to do is walk in, grab this item without realizing that there's a second one, and just get wrecked. Ouch. And this is how you get my favorite ring again. In the entire series, basically. Yeah, they put a ring that good behind these. Boost HP, stamina, and equip load even a little bit higher. I mean, still not high enough to wear anything decent on our head right now. I mean, we could always drop the sorcerer staff and get rid of Spook. I mean, it's not a necessary thing, but it's nice to have, I guess is the way to say it. But now, we've got a closer spot
Welcome. Very
to
well. Then
take on the new archers of Anor Londo from. And we're just going to keep working our faith and intelligence up going forward. Oh, I did not realize how much we had.
Farewell, Ashen One.
Alright. So, this fat guy in the corner here is dead, and you can talk to it to join his covenant. I don't know why they didn't just give these two things each a named health bar and make it legitimately a boss fight. Like, it would have made sense to me, since they give you a bonfire after beating the both of them. But they're kept to mini-boss status. But I'm fairly certain they're the only mini-boss that grants you a bonfire in this game. So it's super bizarre. Alright, so this area you want to be careful in, because, yeah, that. Spook is really useful in this area. Of making you quiet, Spook also reduces fall damage. So, I mean, that is something to keep in mind. Now, bear in mind, it does not eliminate, but it does reduce. These guys are so much easier to deal with than the previous archers of Anor Londo. There's only two that you gotta have a straight up fight with. You don't even have to fight this guy if you don't want to. I just do because force of habit. And then, I mean, if you really want to, you can go and bump these guys off, but I don't see the point, really. And then this is kind of a pointless shortcut. I mean, I guess if you don't get the water reserve bonfire, it can come in handy. And because that one Silver Knight is facing off to the one side, you can, for the most part, sneak up there. But yeah, there's that. So normally in this area there is a statue of Gwyn in kind of like an alcove type deal. But because we're doing the on request line,
Welcome, our gracious
that illusion wall is
Lord.
already gone.
Please take the sword of avowal. May you be the truest lord of Londor yet.
So now we get to basically, there's a chest back here, that's why I'm not. Anyway, do dark ceremony marriage thing called the Rite of Avowal. What it involves is jamming this sword through our spouse. And that is how we get the 3 dark sigils we need to make the 8 to unlock the ending that we want to go for. But he dies and gives us the chameleon spell. Because, yeah, like in the first Dark Souls, there's a bonfire here. There's that statue of Gwyn, and that area we were just in is a boss fight with one of Gwyn's children. Dark Sun Gwyndolin. So now, we come up here. And do you remember the invisible bridges that gave us a lot of crap on the way to fighting Seath? Actually, you know what? Hold on. We are going to hit the bonfire at the top before we go across, because otherwise we have to fight our way back through those Silver Knight archers again, and I don't really want to do that again. Okay. Hit this. Then we'll go the other way. this lady kind of reminds me of crossbreed
Name
Priscilla.
thyself, stranger. I am Yorshka. Captain, what beckoned thee to such a... If thou'st come stumbling here in error, this tower is a prison. Thy though 'twas a rare delight to converse with another. May the dark move...
If you keep talking to her, you can join her covenant. Whew. Along this fall, you pick up the Painted Guardian set. Yep, there you go. So that must have been the Painted Guardian weapon up there. Oh, too far, too far. That's okay. It happens. Not a big deal. I'm not gonna bother with those souls. Basically, this tower goes to the Church of Yorshka bonfire if you drop all the way down. It just really shows some of the connective tissue of the game. We'll come back up here. Bother my least favorite variant of all enemies. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that poke does not feel good. But they have a leash point. Which, no matter what, I always find super funny. Like, this guy's the same way. Stop putting your shield back up. It's just embarrassing at this point. We are gonna rest though, just because there is an enemy that we really should save our FP for when we fight it. And I mean, Silver Knights, it's not like they're overly tough anyway. Spear guy's biggest thing is that right there. I mean, if you do have a secondary weapon in mind that you want to use, it's not a bad idea to be farming these guys. Up here is going to make people sad if they're super attached to this blacksmith from the first game. I was not super attached to him. I pretty much always just ran everything through Andre. Okay. So we've got another one of these creepy crawlies. Fortunately, we can bring them down to the floor pretty easy. You know what? We're going to keep that off for now. This is probably my least favorite area to fight enemies in. Okay, so now that thing doesn't really know what to do. That's not what I wanted. I realized we could have just kept this on. And now we can drop it because we have its attention. This chest here. I don't know why that's still in our slot there. The next boss does not really require any FP, and honestly, where we're at, we should be okay to make an attempt on him right now. There is a trick to how he appears in his arena. And he has one attack, but two versions of it to look out for. So this was the ONS area. Ouch. This is one of those attacks. You get caught in that, it's basically an instant. Wow! What is with my horrible dodge time? So, if you attack the body, it does more damage, like the humanish half of the body. He always appears in the opposite corner of you. So whatever corner you're closest to, he will show up in the further one. Ooh. Not great. There we go. He is resistant to dark, and that pyromancy is primarily dark. So now he goes into phase 2. And that arrow attack, speak the devil, has a different form now. Now it follows you. Ooh. Yeah. He is still weak to fire in this phase. Should appear right there. My first time playing this game, this guy gave me more trouble than any other boss. Stupid arrow attack. I hate it. Unfortunately, there's not a lot you can do about it, other than run. Ouch! You never hit with that. Okay. That's our last Estus. That is not going great. And we are not going to win this. That much is obvious. He is way too spammy right now. Yep. That's alright. We can take one more crack at him before we end the episode. Yeah, he's just... Apparently he's in a mood. You know what? Let's run back to Firelink real fast to use that Estus shard. Just to give ourselves that little extra breathing room.
It wasn't he.
Oh, may as well give him the coal.
The coal of that peaceable giant. Seems like ages passed. I imagine his passing was long ago. I miss the old bugger, I do. My thanks. I'll be sure this coal is put to good use. I'll be smithing weapons.
And when we do go get a Chaos Gem, this is the coal that lets Andre infuse our weapon with Chaos Fire instead of just a regular Fire Gem. So our weapon will go back to scaling, based off of Strength, Dex, Intelligence, and Faith. This just to give ourselves a little more health for this fight. Typically when I do this fight, yeah, this is around the level I am. I'm a little lower than normal. I'm typically the 70 to 80 range. So, we'll be alright. We'll try again. It's alright. It has definitely been a while since it's taken me more than one attempt on Aldrich. scythe attack he just used steals some of our health and gives it to him. And that's actually something we can get with his soul, is that lifesteal scythe soul, or spell. I hate this attack, I really do. He's just in it. Ooh, okay. Saw that coming this time, but we can't hit that bonfire because a cutscene's gonna start. Yeah, here it is.
Unkindled one. The fire fades and awaits its one last reward. Prince Lothric is in your hands. Please save his soul.
And this is the lady from the start of the game that gives us the seal,
Lothric
or
is in
the
your
little
hands.
flag.
Please save his soul. Tell him what he must be, a law.
Okay, so we were just given something called the Basin of Vows. The Basin of Vows gets attached to that statue right there, to lower that. The hiccup is, there is a boss that appears when you approach that, kinda in the similar vein as to how Vort appeared when we approached the door on the far side of his arena. So, because we are somewhat laden with souls, and low on Estus, we are not going to attempt that boss. We're going to go to the bonfire at Vort. And that is where we will wrap up the episode for the day. Alrighty, there we go. the next episode, well, I'm thinking we're going to try and go back to the Demon Ruins to beat the old Demon King and get his soul to get the other pyromancy spell I really want. We'll see. Maybe we'll take on the Dancer once and then go from there, but anyway, we will wrap up here, and thanks for tuning in.